Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Be right. Hurry, hurry! Monday, 53.
Luck on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
There's Scarborough on the toss. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
This is Scarborough. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Scarborough. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Out of the gun, Luck. And an alley to run. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, it's Luck. That's complete to Darboh. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Luck. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
McCown to throw on second down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Get up there, come back. Let it roll.
Shotgun here for McCown. Dumps off to Powell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get up there, come back. Let it roll.
On second down, here's McCown. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Go for fellas. Regular.
Throwing is McCown on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Yes.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Regular. Hey, four down. Regular. Go for fellas. Regular. Let it roll, Step.
McCown throwing on second. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Regular. Let it roll, Step.
Throwing on first is McCown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Regular. Scared. Regular.
Working from the gun, McCown. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a give to Crowell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get up there, come back. Let it roll, Snap.
On second down, here's Crowell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Hurry!
Right there. 54. Right there.
Get up there, come back. Let it roll, Snap. Snap, go!
From the gun, it's McCown. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. McCown now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now McCown. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabal Sheard able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Regular. Go for fellas. Hurry! Let it roll, Snap.
Now McCown. Now he's flushed out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Regular. Go for fellas. Regular. Let it roll.
Here's McCown. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Go for fellas. Ready for the hot now.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Regular. Let it roll.
Throwing now is McCown. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Quincy Anunwa, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Get up there, come back.
McCown now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing again is Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The 30, the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
McCown looks to throw on 3rd. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Fielded at about the 28. Now a hit and a loose football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Regular. Let it roll, Snap. Down we go.
Play action to Crowell. Now McCown. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, McCown. Complete to Bryant. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
McCown to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. Dumps off to Powell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Margus Hunt. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Luck. Keeps himself upright. And some room to work. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Locke. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The pitch to Crowell. He finds some open field here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
McCown throwing on second. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's a go. That's a go.
Working from the gun. McCown flushed out right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Shotgun here for McCown. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gun, gun.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dez Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Let it roll. Get up there, come back. Go for fellas. Go for fellas.
They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Tempo.
Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
On first down, it's Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
674.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Play action, it's Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, a handoff to Corral. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Get up there, come back. Regular. Ready for the hot now.
Throwing now is McCown. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Regular, regular, regular. Regular, 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 regular. Regular, 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 regular.
Kill, kill, kill.
Let's go.
Here's McCown to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Yes. Let it roll, Snap. Let's go.
McCown now on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Regular, 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 regular. Come back. Regular, regular. Regular, regular, regular. Regular, regular, regular. Regular, 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 regular. Go for fellas. Let's go.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Regular, 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 regular. Now set. Ready, regular, regular, regular. Ready for the hot now. Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Terrell Basham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Regular, regular, regular. Regular, regular, regular. Get up there and come back. Ready for the hot now. Let's go.
He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Heading to the line, McCown with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Regular, regular, regular. Let it roll, Snap. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now set. Ready. Go for fellas. Ready for the hot now.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
You got 4. Ready for the hot now.
They'll run it again with Crowell. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Myers able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Luck. That's complete to Darboh. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I don't know what more you can say about Adam Vinatieri in that career. Maybe the best to ever do this.
Let's be honest. Does anything faze him? Snow, playoff games, Super Bowls. Just watching this made me nervous. But he never broke a sweat. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go. Regular. Regular. Get up there, come back. Let it roll. Regular.
One final try for McCown. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.